What is up, you guys? It is Parker here with DecoExchange. Y'all, we've got another great tutorial out today, and I just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to our channel, like the video down below, and at the very least, y'all, leave us a comment and let us know what you think. Hope you enjoy.
All right, y'all, so I wanted to show you guys another reef technique using a metal sign, which gives its own complications. So the first thing that we wanted to do was pick out a grapevine that the sign didn't look too crazy on, right? So this is a little bit of a larger sign. So this is a 16-inch grapevine. I just want enough grapevine to be able to have a place to attach some florals or greenery to. So metal signs, sometimes you get lucky and they have pieces on the back that you can attach something to. This one's pretty flat. Let's get rid of this hanger first. All right. So they do have these two rings at the top. If we can bend them back a little bit, which we can, they'll serve as one contact point. And then down here in the tires where it's kind of black, you can take what's called a metal hole punch from the jewelry department at Michael's and just poke you some little holes in the bottom so we can attach it. All right, our pipe cleaner should go right through that hole now. And we'll have one attachment point here. One through this one. And one up here. All right. Get those pipe cleaners through your grapevine. Now, this is always my least favorite option because you can kind of see the pipe cleaner right here. Most people don't notice it, but as the designer, it may trigger you. All right, so when I just pulled that in, the whole thing shifted this way a little bit. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that back up and just shift it back this way just a little. Y'all, I need more room on that side of the grapevine over here than I do on this side. All right, if you have a problem getting your pipe cleaner through the grapevine, one easy trick is to take your needle nose pliers and just run it up from the base. Pinch the pipe cleaner and pull it back through. All right, so our sign is nice and attached. It's not going anywhere. Y'all, the next thing to do is just look at the colors in your main piece and then just start picking them out, right? So we've got this red and orange, yellow, browns, greens. Y'all, grab a ribbon that has the same colors in it. So we've got the orange and the brown. We've got the sunflower. And we've got the greens. All right, we're gonna make a pretty simple bow for this project. All right, so which color is the less prominent in the sign? It's the green. So I'm gonna put the green towards the back. So let's measure ourselves out about a 12-inch tail. You pinch it right down the center, give it a little twist, put that twist right in the center, pull your tail down. On this side, we're going to do about a 6-inch loop. Twist it off, bring that loop down. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Now on this side, I like to bring the tail up and cut it off. That way you kind of have a little something at the top of your bow, just to give it a little bit more character. Let's grab our next ribbon. All right, this way we're going to do it the opposite way. So we're going to start with our short end, measure our loop, y'all, these loops get just a little bit smaller with every layer. Now I'm going to put in that sunflower ribbon, which matches perfectly with our sun. Y'all, I personally like to take 2 pipe cleaners and twist them together to make a longer pipe cleaner. This just gives you more pipe cleaner to work with whenever you're making your bows. Wrap your pipe cleaner around there and just twist it off. All right, so now we've got a fun little bow made. We're gonna pick our placement for the bow. I'm gonna do right up here off the side. All right, now we can take our ribbon tails and trim them up a little bit. Same thing at the bottom. Y'all, now we're just going to grab some florals that match the same color scheme. Our oranges, browns, greens, yellows, the reds, and try to pull some floral into this design. If you can find a bush like this bush will save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. It literally has everything in it that we need. So I'm gonna just cut some stems off here. Y'all, now what's important to remember about your stems is that you want them to kind of follow the flow of the grapevine, but make sure you follow it all the way around and not just up and down. So, we're gonna add a little bit of glue on these stems and start getting them placed. Y'all, this pumpkin, I'm gonna go ahead and add right up here to the top. Just because it kind of finishes off the look there. That stem is a little long. Okay, the next most important thing is to make sure that none of your florals are laying flat on the grapevine. So whenever you put it in, don't just leave it flat. You're gonna slide it at an angle, and then you're gonna bend that stem so that the berries or whatever's on that stem is looking up at you. And now we're just going to make these 2 points meet. So we're just going to go around the outside edge and just start filling it in. All right, so we have these wispy things at the top. We're going to make sure we have some coming out the bottom. I'm gonna pull in just a few different pieces of greenery. Y'all, if you can get that texture going, doesn't have to be a ton, but just enough that it gives it a slightly different look. All right, y'all, just a quick little fall wreath, a little fall welcome sign, and you can list this as a multiple in your Etsy shop and sell it over and over again.